As I said to someone earlier, it's just they let their true person out
scrolling
because now they
for
can't get
numbers.
anything. When you build up a
1,
boundary and say, no, you can't get anything more,
1,
people show you who they truly are. Perfect. That's what I kept doing with this person. They kept pushing and pushing more. And I finally said, enough is enough. Isn't that what we're dealing in with our personal lives? Now let's apply it to the macro life, which is the global
get rid of
world.
some of this memory.
Thank you.
I'm just validating the fact it is one thing in, one thing out. I can hold two thoughts at once. It's a slow progression, too slow. So that's why we're just going to get started and away we go. Thank you.
All right, today is January 19th, and I'd like to get started right away and get those 3 hours done as soon as possible. In order to end trauma, you're going to have to contain it somewhere. Sometimes people say, well, write a letter to someone and then never send it. And that is effective, but then how many letters are you going to be writing? It's a lot easier to use technology. And here are the strategies that I've used in order to remove that trauma, because in the moment, the most important thing is you. If you have experienced a fugue state, now I'm going to start looking up those definitions and read them so that we all have the same language, because I'm going to be introducing new words, but words that bubbled up during this time that I find to be significant, because I think we've abused language way too much, meaning people can take words and cruelly and needlessly abandon its real purpose. Direct, clear communication that helps people make sense of stuff. I already admit, or I have to admit, that I'm pretty gullible when it comes to traumatic brain injury. When you say something, I have to believe you. There's a couple nuances that maybe I don't get. I'm not talking exactly like sarcasm, but emotion. Somebody's emotion and over the top. When I moved to Chicago, I was going to work in a restaurant. I had a great resume moving to the city already, having worked in restaurants since I was 14, but I didn't like the vibe. It felt like a casting call, and I already am super sensitive. I kept talking loudly, and that's why you keep pressing. I kept pressing and attending this person's therapy sessions. I went to my own therapist to basically say, would you be willing to tell this person, his therapist or the person himself, the baring of the teeth, the growling, the over-the-top emotion, the aggression is increasing, and that has to stop. The nice thing is I learned stuff. If you're in a relationship where someone's baring their teeth at you,
And because I'm never going to meet Meghan Markle, no thanks. Not interested in having her influence me or be in my vicinity.
And why arts funding is so important in any public school. Let's make sure kids have access to art so there's another way to live.